Hello, 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 hello. I'm going to just put this down a little bit so you can see the table instead of my face. Oh, I can't read the feed. It's probably going to be okay. Hello Stella, hi Kritika. We're going to wait for a few more people to come on. How is your Christmas Eve? I wanted to do a Christmas special. I will be on Christmas Day night as well. So let's just wait for a few more people to jump online. Yes, I have a couple of I have a little thing there. It won't go away. It's annoying me. You know when you sweat, you get, and then I try and wash and dry and it still comes out. That's my story. We're going to do a collective, of course, first. Let's have a look and see who's going to come on. We've only got a couple of people here so far, so we're just going to wait a few minutes, a couple of minutes. Hopefully more and more people will come on. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've got these are I've got some freckles, but then I had a really bad sweat rash and I've only just got sort of rid of it, but it's still left a couple of little things. It's so annoying and they're itchy, you know, so I don't want to sit here itching. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'll try and wait for a few more people. It is Christmas Eve, so we might be very limited. I might have to just do whoever comes on and then do a collective on video for the time that I have. We'll see what happens. Now, I don't really celebrate Christmas. It's Christmas morning where I am. I'm in Bali. It is a very Hindu country, so unless you're surrounded by holidaymakers and Westerners that are around, which I'm not, you won't really see it. Merry Christmas to you, Edinburgh. How are you? From Ireland. From Ireland. How cold is it there? Is it snowing? Do you have a snowy Christmas? Let me know where you guys are. Let's start ahead with the live. I did put a special announcement on my post section of my channel yesterday, and I'm just going to, oh, you're Hindu too, Kritika. I have my Lord Shiva here. Not Lord Shiva. What am I talking about? Ganesha. Or Ganesh or Ganesha. No, they say it all differently in different places, don't they? So I'll put you on the list, Edinburgh. If you have a name, you can tell me your name. My top keeps riding up because I'm sitting down, so apologies. It's annoying, actually. Okay. Choices, 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 choices. We just had this new moon in Sagittarius and how things shifted. So I just want to talk about that for a second, but not too long, because I've been so busy at work over preparing for Christmas and then leaving my job to another person to handle. Yes. So I could have a break over the Christmas period, and then I'm going to go back for the new year, that I didn't really spend too much time on focusing on the new moon this year. But Sagittarius energy, I mean, I think it's been a very, I want to say, haphazard month, December. Things have been good one day, bad, really, really bad energy levels, and the Schumann resonance and the solar flares, and everything just affected me massively. And last night even, I only had 2 hours sleep, but I feel super energized. Why? Because why am I not showing my face? Okay. When you are doing tarot readings, first of all, I need to look at the feed. I need to focus on cards. And when I'm looking at my face in my camera, I want to put my full attention to the reading. I don't know why you need to see my face. A lot of readers don't show their face, so that's that out of the way. Okay, yo. So if you want a reading, stick around. If you don't, have a great Christmas, okay? Edinburgh, I'll put you on the list. Yo, if you want to be on the list, yo, let me know. So yeah, this new moon in Sagittarius has come, and then of course now we're in Capricorn season. Thank you God, I'm a Capricorn rising, so this next 4 weeks for me is very empowering. And I think for a lot of us, like there's so much choice that we've had to make and that we know we need to make, and there's also like there's almost been like a pause on the choice. Okay, there's been a pause on the choice because we haven't been able to go, this is the moment I'm choosing this time to change ABC, XYZ, right? So it's time. It's time to make that choice now, okay? It's definitely time to make that choice. So I just did a private reading for someone, and has a lot of twos came out. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the general energy. I'm seeing like an apple. And when you buy an apple, it looks beautiful. Sometimes it's waxed on the outside, which is I try and avoid, but we buy an apple, it looks amazing. But you know, or any piece of fruit, until you bite into it, you either discard it or you eat it, okay, whether it's good or bad. There's no choice, there's no taking that fruit back, okay? And I'm seeing like the apple being cut, and half of it's sort of not bad but all brown inside, and half of it's like white, so you can like eat that part. Also, is it sweet or is it not? So there's like these choices. You can eat the whole thing and deal with the fact that it's not the best apple in the world, or you can discard it. Okay, we've been in a time of gestation, and now is the time to decide whether we want to grow that thing or we want to terminate it. Basically, like it really just comes down to that. There also may be a cooling off period if you make a choice, especially if it's to leave a relationship or something serious like that, or a job. There may be needing to be some flexibility or compromise. Okay, maybe you're leaving a job and you don't want to leave it, you know, you want to leave it, but you have to give 2 weeks notice. That's like a period of waiting, a period of like, I've made my decision, but you know, slowly out the door, a slow burn feeling. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Even with a relationship, you can say, let's be friends, let's try being friends first, and then if that doesn't work, like it's over type of energy. So it's really important that we take our time with the choices. There's something here about needing to really stick to guns, guys. If you've made a decision and you intuitively know it's the right one, you physically know, you spiritually know, you in everything, right? All your bodies. You mentally know, you emotionally know, you need to stand your ground on that choice here. Yeah. And sevens are very spiritual numbers. So it's the spirit really supporting and being with you in the decisions that you make, especially if it's from a higher self level, right? If spirit knows you've been sitting on this for quite some time and you've decided to make a choice and it's at a spiritual level, right? What's good for you, look what you step into, right? This came out with it. The Ace of Cups and the High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. So there's something brand new coming in here. When you release, always new things come in with this new moon in Sag. Between now and the full moon in Cancer on the 3rd of January, it's going to be extreme. There may be chaos, there may be conflict, there may be confusion. And I don't feel it's with you guys. I think you know what choice you need to make and you're going to go for it, and you're going to deal with the fallout from it, whether it be a relationship breakdown, whatever. Okay. You're standing your ground. You're making a choice and you're standing your ground, because you know around the corner, if you make this choice, Spirit will reward you with something beautiful and new. And you know at a level, as I'm seeing like the Libran energy, that it's the right choice to make. and that you've not made this lightly, like you've thought about it possibly for a very long time, or you've known you've had to change something up, but you don't know or didn't know exactly what it was, and you do now. Okay? Yeah. Movement, choices, decisions. So weigh up your pros and cons, take your time. This can be about love, this can be about movement or travel, moving, this can be about your work, relationship, okay? Money. There's all sorts of things that it could be. Everyone's story is different, but the energy is still the same. Thank you, Yesar. I hope you're all having a great Christmas Eve. Yeah, work with your solar plexus. Your gut feeling, right? Your higher self, your complete knowing, yeah. And I think you've been working with this for a while, working on this choice for a while to try figure out what the best thing is to do, how you're going to be flexible if you have to, how to compromise if you have to. Okay, I want this card. Yeah, of course I do, because it's the devil. What you need to say no to, and I'm going to put it right under stand your ground, right? People will try and pull you back in places, situations, energy will try and pull you back in. Getting for a lot of you, it's a relationship. Make friends with your higher self, team. It's the most important person, body, to make peace with, okay? So if you're going to work on anything right now, that's my dog in the background. If the camera's shaking, the table shakes, it's my dog. He's having a little itch. Stop it, John. John, you want to go outside? You want to go outside, or you want to sit calmly? Relax. Come on. Shh. You don't need to see my face. I'm doing a reading. All you need to do is hear the message. That was your reading today, your collective. Okay. Right. Stella is first on the list. We don't have many people here. Hopefully we do get some more people, but it doesn't matter that much. I will spend the time doing your readings and a bit longer. I will be doing a giveaway today. Okay. Right, let's see what is going on here. Stella, Mixtopia, I'll put you on the list, okay? I hope you're able to stay, guys. Those are on. If you're not, you're not. I'm completely understand. A lot of people, it's Christmas Eve, right? People will be going out, celebrating, having fun, being with family, being with their children. It's not a big deal for me if there's not many people that come on. If you'd like a reading, please subscribe, okay? Let's have a look. Stella, if you're there, post your question. And then we have Katika as well. Stella and Kritika, are you there? A's future action for me. He is in love with me. Is he in love with me? Okay. Let's do a little energy reading for you, Kritika, at this time. Bearing in mind to look at the collective at the beginning of the live. I know you've been here for it, so if you didn't watch it though, please go back and view it, okay, because there's some sort of message there for you. Let's have a look at your general energy right now. I'm just going to open the curtain. Sometimes the sun comes in and it's just too much, so let's have a look and see. General energy for Kritika right now. Disruption, so you've got the Tower. A lot of sevens in the private reading I just did before, and also just in general, like today. So Spirit is really trying to support you through some sort of choice. I'm going to say choice again, and I know the light is shining. It's not going to work for me. Okay, I'm just shutting the camera. Actually, I don't know why the light is shining on here. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't have a light on. The windows at the top maybe. So this Tower energy is like you're feeling trapped in some some situation. It doesn't have to be your relationship. This could be your energy. You feel resistance. This came out in the oh, I just wanted to say in the past. This came out in the reverse, okay? There's something that's happened in your past that is still lingering in your energy, okay? You feel trapped in some sort of situation. You're not sure what you want exactly at this time, okay? You're not sure. This is an insurity, not wanting to be trapped, not wanting, wanting to know or trying to figure out whether this is the right path for you at this time. You're possibly trying to avoid a tower moment in some sort of situation. Could be even career, could be family. You're wanting to hermitize. I'm seeing the Virgo card, like the Hermit card. This is Scorpio energy. This is also Aries energy, right? But we don't want to harp on too much about star signs. So let's have a look and see what else we have. Why is the Tower here in your main energy? Choice. Wow. So this was in the, I'm pretty sure this wasn't in this collective, but this was in the private reading I just did. There's some sort of choice that is required, right? And it's an emotional choice in this deck, in this card, okay? It could be about a relationship. You have 2 birds on the card. It's another 7. So just know that your ancestors are really trying to help and support you make a choice here, okay? Spirit, your guides. And to support you or help you with your choice, you can call upon your archangels for protection. You can call upon your guides for guidance in what to do next. But you also don't have to hurry with the decision. You do have to choose wisely, because you know your choice is very significant or important here. Okay, and it's an emotional one. It's an emotional one. There could be other people as well, like trying to sway a decision or manipulate you in some sort of way to make a decision quickly or coerce you into something. Virgo energy, do not suffer in silence. 9 of Swords. There's some sort of help or support you can get here, and it can be from your spirit guides, but this to me in this deck is very tangible, like a person, like a best friend, a mother, a father, an auntie, someone you can trust, okay? Even community, like there's like places you can go in your community that you can get support and help as far as counseling goes, but there's something here about needing to talk it out. Like when you verbalize something, it makes it more real. And you can, I do that. I talk to myself all the time, especially when I'm alone. Especially when I'm alone. Because sometimes we need to verbalize something. And this Swords energy is definitely verbalization. You need to get something out. You need to say it and speak it into real life. Right? To understand it, because the 7 of Cups is confusion energy, right? It's being confused, not knowing which way is the right way, because you know one choice with this, one choice you make that could be wrong, that you could be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have made that decision. Now I've got to backtrack, return, U-turn, turn around, fix something, explain why now I'm making another decision. It's your prerogative though, by the way, okay? We are in Aquarius energy where we don't have to completely do everything, right? We don't have to completely do everything that we first set out to do. We can turn around and change. But you're trying to avoid a tower with a choice here, okay? You may have to sacrifice something. Your dignity, I'm hearing, your integrity, your truth, your honor, with this choice. You feel like you're stuck in mud. You feel like you're stuck in mud here. But there's a rainbow on this card, which talks about rainbow blessings. It talks about making the right choice will bring balance. Could be a material or financial decision. Hi, sunshine. There's a lot of hands in these cards, a lot of fingers and different pies possibly, a lot of people interested in what you're doing. Time is of the essence, I'm also hearing. You may have a time frame to make some sort of decision. There's something here about gratitude as well, and opening your hands to blessings and changes and embracing the changes. One more card and then we'll get into your question. There's an emotional loss attached to this. Speak to your spirit guides. It's that simple. Ask your guides for a sign. Give them a literal sign. Tell them, like, I want to see a black cat, or I want to see in the next 7 days if I should make this decision. It works. It's uncanny, but it does. 4-4 on the screen. There is stability and security coming in. Oh wow, look at that emotional loss. You will get over something that is difficult to let go of. I promise you, Spirit's saying. Mixtopia, Edinburgh is before you if they're still here, as is Yassar, and then you would be next. Stella, are you there? Let's have a look and see. Sunshine is also on the list. Sunshine, hello, lovely. Okay, let's have a look and see. Is this man, I'm guessing it's a man, but if it's not, let me know. Gender doesn't always matter, but when we're talking about relationships, it does support the channel if you tell me, because like support the oh, Spirit just said something else to me. It does support the energy, because like the kings and the queens come out in tarot, right? Fulfillment of wishes. What is it that you want to be? What is it that you want? Do you want him to love you? This is definitely his energy. I'm also getting evidence. You want some evidence of it. You want him to say, I love you. You want him to buy you flowers. You want something to show you. Kaula, please speak English, or I don't understand Arabic, okay? Yeah, so we've got an opportunity and we have the Ace of Wands. So there's passion. He has passion for you. He sees a future with you. And I don't know if this is what you want, but you also want some evidence. So if this is what he wants, why isn't he showing you? It's almost like, why isn't he showing you 100%? Why is he breadcrumbing? There's a breadcrumbing thing here, right? Where it's like pulling something like a fish in with a reel, or hand fishing. I'm getting hand fishing. I don't know if you like fishing. It doesn't have to be tangible. This is metaphorical, right? And he's pulling you in like towards you, and then the fish escapes. Like he lets go. He chickens out of saying something or being a certain way. The devil is here. There's a lot of passion associated with him towards you, possibly you towards him. There's possibly been intimacy. So what do you need to do in this situation? That's what I want to know. What does Spirit have advice for you? And I'm seeing a very strong 4 of Cups type of energy, or like a 7 of Wands type of energy. Let's see what comes out, or 9 of Wands even. There's some sort of fire energy that I'm seeing. Yeah, fire energy, Aries, action, authority, being clear with yourself, what you want, what's going to make you feel secure within the relationship. Because right now you're working on spiritual strength. Okay. You're working on your spiritual strength. You're working on, like, that's what you have to fall back on type of energy. You have your spiritual strength to fall back on. because it's hard to get like anything tangible. And Spirit's saying to be patient as this relationship grows. You've planted the seed, it's growing. But I mean, the cards of pulling back energy didn't come out, but I always say to people, if you're not getting what you want, think about what it is you actually want. Is it actually what you want, this person, or are you just telling yourself on a mental level you do, not an intuitive level? And then you have the Fool and the Three of Pentacles at the bottom here. So there is like a partnership with this person and some sort of new beginning, possibly if you're patient. But I always say to, you know, have your own life too. Do what you need to do to be full and balanced in other areas of your life. It can't be all about your relationship, else it's not going to work, because you're always going to feel a lack of sense. 7-7 on the screen, just to clarify. Stella, what do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? We'll have a look at that in a second. Destiny, Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot coming in 2026 in regards to this relationship. It's not over. There may be obstacles and challenges, but there is with everything. There's ebbs and flows in life and just in general, right? But the sun is behind it. If you can get through any obstacles and challenges in regards to him, then the opportunities are endless. And this person could be your destiny. And of course, like I say in the disclaimer, in the description, it's all your choice. Do what you need to do on an intuitive level, on a solar plexus level. Ask your spirit guides what to do. Ask them for signs, right? Hi, Shakya. Merry Christmas to everyone. I do not celebrate Christmas. However, some of you may. So, Merry Christmas. Shakya, you are on the list. Please do not post any more questions in the feed. You will have your turn. I do have a list. I do not have my moderator on today, as she is probably busy with Christmas things, okay? If you can keep posting on the feed, I will delete you. I'm sorry, but I can't have people's energy sapping and demanding, so please be patient if you want your reading done, okay? And don't post any questions, guys, because I don't read them. I don't read them. I read them when I ask for them, okay? Stella, let's have a look at your reading. Interesting. Yeah, and that's a clarification beat. Stella, Spirit's asking me to ask the cards, what lessons have you learned in 2025? Okay, interesting, because like Spirit does not tell me things like, you know, without just something being in it, right? So, Stella, I want to talk about this angel. I talked about it in my private reading just this morning. It is morning where I am, guys. I'm in Bali. Angel, please be patient. You are on the list, but I'm doing a reading. So when I call your name, this angel was made by a friend of mine at work. Well, a colleague. I wouldn't call her a friend. She's quite a closed person. I hope she's not watching. I love you, Vera. Okay. She's a little bit older than me. And she, I gave her a Christmas card. Stella. I gave her a Christmas card, and she crochets. She crochets angels, and I think it's super sweet. And she did a load, I think, for her Christmas tree and people's Christmas trees, because you can hang it on a tree. And I gave her a Christmas card, and then she disappeared for like an hour. This was at work, and I was flying out that afternoon to come home to Bali. And just before I left to get on the bus, she puffed and panted and came over and said, oh, thank God you're not gone. I've made you an angel. And I said, what, just now? Like literally? She said, yeah. And I thought to myself, oh, that's so beautiful. But she was in the energy like I was growing up, that if you gave something to someone, to expect something back. Or if someone gave something to you, you had to give back. So that may be a lesson you've had to learn, Stella, in 2025. Okay? I'm glad you enjoyed your reading, by the way, your private reading. Don't feel, moving into 2026, Stella, that you have to... I'm going to delete you, Shakai. I'm sorry, but I've asked you not to, so sorry, you're deleted. When I'm doing readings for people, right, I can't have anyone else talking, okay? Talk to each other, that's okay, but don't try to talk to me. So there's a lesson you've learned in 2025, and a lot of it has got to do with, don't feel like you have to repay someone just because they give something to you, or to give with gratitude and grace and don't expect anything back. And I'm not saying that you do, okay? Okay, it's interesting because both these cards have come out in the reverse, and we want them in an upright position because there is risks that you possibly haven't been willing to take in 2025. And Spirit's saying in 2026, you need to take some more risks, okay? You need to know what an amazing person that you are and that you can accomplish anything, and don't hold yourself back from doing anything, being anything, because you are amazing. And the risks that you take, well, we'll see what they will bring. Because both these cards come out with the reverse, and I'll bring one more card about the lessons you've learned in 2025, is about going for something when it's right in front of you. And perhaps you didn't do that in 2025 in certain points of the year. This also came up in the reverse. Let Spirit be your guide. This is a bird spirit. It came out in the reverse. There's a need to have more trust and faith in your guides and your spirit team. I'm very excited for you because 2026 is going to bring insurmountable blessings if you take that risk. And know that Spirit is guiding you in the right direction by using and co-creating with Spirit. And this isn't the co-creation card. This is let Spirit be your guide. But it comes down to you. It comes down to us all first to connect with our higher self, and then our spirit. Is this right, what I'm feeling? Is this emotion right? Is this feeling right? Is this gut energy right? Because something happened to me recently. Actually, I've been making a choice for a while now, and it's actually been 2-3 years. And I have made the choice in the past week. And I feel empowered, I feel excited, and I know that it's the right thing to do. So a lot of 2026 will be about you taking risks and you trusting yourself more. And you're trusting your guides that they're leading you. And you're trusting your gut, right? Your higher self. You're taking your time with decisions, but when you know it's the right decision, you're going to take that risk. One more card for what lessons for 2025. You haven't let yourself transform completely. You're in the ooey gooey mess of the chrysalis right now, possibly. Although this did come out in 2025, although this did come out in the upright, there's a rebirth, there's a complete revamp of possibly your physical, definitely your spiritual if you allow it, your emotional, and definitely your mental, because this is air energy. We've got 2 more as well. This has also come out in the reverse. And I'm taking reversals because these are lessons. This is what you didn't learn in 2025, or what you learned and now you need to like revamp, reorganize, re-energize, revisit, whatever. All those re's. I'm not sure when Mercury retrograde is in 2026. I will look into all those transits to prepare, right? And Spirit's saying to start learning something new. To start learning something new and let go of the fear that I had a fear of learning new things, especially IT stuff, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to fuck it up, or I'm going to do something and it'll disturb my channel, when really it's just making a video. It doesn't have to do anything to do with my channel, and I can edit things and try, right? So it's something you're going to need to try harder on. Oh, I know your private reading, so I know what this is about. finances. There is always enough in reverse. So you have possibly a mindset, or have had, like, I want more, I want more, I want more. And Spirit wants you to let go of that saying, that affirmation, because once you speak something out, it tells the universe you don't have enough, right? So those are the challenges for you for 2026. Watch this video again and write those challenges down. Let's bring some tarot. I've got a new deck just for Christmas. It's called the Tarot. I'm so naughty because I don't need this, right? I've got so many cards. I don't know, 35 packs now or something. And I don't use them all, obviously. But you can see this red colour. I was like, oh, Christmas cards. Too young to be. I will put you on the list. Please do not ask questions in the feed. Please subscribe to have your reading done today. Let's see what's here for you. What does Spirit need you to know? I'm not doing my because I want to keep these cards in pristine condition. I love the way they sound when I shuffle them. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Nice. How beautiful is this card? How beautiful. Because in the upright, right, the Hanged Man is like time out. Time out, Mercury retrograde energy. It's a lot of Mercury retrograde energy here. I'm mentioning it in your reading. So the Mercury retrograde may be significant coming up for you. I think it's in February, but I will check that out and put it in the description later. Well, in my next video. You've had, see all these tendrils of the tree coming out of his head, a lot on your mind, and you've sat with it, and you've trusted that, you know, to an extent, although you need to have more faith here, that the answer will come in divine timing, when it's supposed to, okay? You will be enlightened, yeah? Hangman enlightenment with this sun here around his head as well. But it's in the reverse. So you're understanding something. It may be this reading. It may be just like what you need to work on, or like challenges that may come up in 2026 that you still need to work on. That needing to have faith more, that needing to possibly start something new and not have the fear, the lack of energy, the embracing of the transformation with the butterfly spirit and your mind. And also like taking risks. This reading may be that enlightenment for you. You know what to do now. You know which way to go. Okay, next card. The Four of Coins. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now in reverse, this is letting go. And I want this to be in the reverse for you. Because there's a letting go of a lack of security, lack of financial, having money. This is very tangible. Look at all this money. The king was in his counting house, counting all his money. What are you going to do with that money? What does money mean to you? What's the relationship with it? Take away any lack of, and know that there's always going to be enough in life for you. Enough love, enough money, enough good emotional security. And the High Priestess. So you're stepping into 2026, Stella, in a much more spiritual sense, where you have faith in knowing what you want and how to get it, right? And the High Priestess in this deck, she does not mess around, baby. She takes the risk and she goes for it, and she uses her intuition to go for it and to know it's the right way. And you know what? We're in Aquarius season. So if you do make a wrong turn, you can turn back and change your mind. You have that prerogative. The High Priestess is also the keeper of secrets. You don't have to tell everyone what you're doing all the time, okay? The more energy you put out there of what you're doing, that's why I keep a very private, secret life, because people don't need to know. Why do people need to know what you're doing? Okay? You need to know what you're doing. Okay. Thank you, Too Young to Be. I will put you on the list. Hi, Jasmina. Hello. Edinburgh, if you are there, post your question. And while we're waiting for Edinburgh, if they're still here, I do have an announcement. If you didn't see on the on the post section of my channel, I did make a bit of a big announcement. I will not be doing lives anymore. Caveat, okay. I will be doing lives. I will be doing 2 lives a month. Each live will be about 3.5, 4 hours long, possibly. I will not be doing daily lives like I have been doing. I have not had enough time to put content on my channel and bring forward the downloads and messages that are required right now in this timeline, okay? So I hope you guys all understand. My private readings will still be open, okay? And you'll be able to contact me via email all the time. Angel, you're already on the list, my lovely. The time that I spend doing lives, I could put so much more energy into what needs to come out to the collective. So I'm really excited. Thank you, Clarity. In relation to this, I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a really good transition for me. It's something intuitively I just feel I need to do. There's also a lot of things going on in my personal life. I'm moving into a very different energy into 2026. I'm definitely releasing people, places, not places, maybe people and situations, embracing family more and wanting to embrace family more. Remember, guys, the more energy you put out, like, of goodness, it's important. We're in Aquarius season, right? We need to speak out what we want. We need to speak it out, okay? Thank you, Elaine. And today I will be doing a giveaway. It's Christmas, like Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone if you celebrate Christmas. And I don't, but I'm gifting to you. I'm gifting one of you same girl, same girl. You donated for 2. Thank you, Stella. You will be next. You can donate, guys. So, Stella, post your first question. I will be on this week. This will be the last week of 2025 that I will be doing lives. I will be on every day. I promise you all, I will be on every day, and maybe one morning as well. Like, I come on at nights, but maybe we'll do a morning reading as well for the holiday season. I will be doing giveaways every day, so I'll be giving a free 5 to 10 minute reading out for, you can email me and ask me a question. And my private half price readings are still open until January 1st. I'm including January 1st, okay? So if you want a 2026 overview reading, if you want to know anything important right now, etc., email me and I will get back to you and we will organize a private reading. With that being said, Stella has posted a question. It's going to be an exciting year. I feel a lot of excitement and movement forward for everybody. And I'm excited to bring you all the information and downloads that I get that I don't normally bring, and just bring snippets of it in my lives. Should I get into modeling? You know what? Let's use the Waite Smith deck and hold on, let me have a look around the table. Yeah. First of all, we're going to start with the Sacred Traveler deck, okay? I'm going to put these over here. Okay. Should you get into modeling? If Stella got into modeling, what would this bring her? Like, what would it bring her? Not just on a financial level, Spirit, but like, is it going to bring success? Is it going to bring, what is it going to bring where she is in her life right now? This wanted to come out but didn't come out, so I just want to see what it is. It says take your first step. So you have been thinking about calling someone, applying for something, sending a portfolio. There's been something you've been thinking about, you haven't quite done it. And you could have done some of what I just said, but not all of it. Like, not actually gone and had a meeting or interview or whatever modelings do. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look. So you've been thinking quite a lot about it. It's been on a mental level, more so. Yeah, solitude. Interesting. Yeah, so this is Hermit energy. I mean, the Hermit card, he has his lantern. He's putting it in front of him. He's going step by step. He's sort of has some sort of dream or goal. He has some sort of passion, or something lights him up inside. I do feel there's something about fashion definitely with you. I mean, there's definitely something, I want to say flamboyant almost. You're very unique, possibly in the way you dress or the way you carry yourself, just in general, your energy. And Spirit's saying that you've been spending some time, like I just said, thinking a lot about this. Okay. What other cards do we have? You could have been researching too, I'm hearing. Embrace it with enthusiasm and more butterflies. I think we had butterflies in your reading before. We did, didn't we, with the transformation card. Shout out to the heavens with happiness. Look at this beautiful flowers in her hair. She's got plaits. She looks makeup. She looks beautiful. Okay. This is something that you may need to take the risk with. But with risk can come challenge of fear of failure, many, many, many different things, right? So every time you think about doing this, it makes you really happy. It makes you excited. You love fashion, you love makeup. There's something here about loving like the way you look. You never leave the house looking like with track pants on, sweatpants, track pants, whatever you call them. This is interesting because even though this is like an energetic part of your reading, it talks to me of literal things. We have more flowers here. We also have water. There could be a contract or a opportunity coming up where you're able to, I'm getting for you television. Okay, I'm getting like, not necessarily modeling, but maybe, you know, and this could be a different outlet for you as well, Stella, that you go and audition for like commercials and things like that. And then there's something about soap or water commercial, very random, very out of the box. Okay, that's coming through. Anything to do with health or water as well, right? So take this where you will, write these messages down. You have to wait too young to be. It's going to be about an hour till you get your reading. Yeah, TV show or mainly commercial. I was thinking more like commercials. It could be like a small part in something. So don't think small with just modeling. Okay, I'm not saying modeling is small, but like there's something here about think bigger. Your presence, something about your presence, your energy, like is magnetic. So when you go for interview to go on a commercial, and I don't know if you live in an area that you can possibly do that. There's also something about marketing, promos, things like that. Okay. Please don't put questions in the feed, everyone. I'm reading for someone. I will just ask to be put on the list and I will get to you when I get to you. Okay. This is why I'm not doing lives anymore. It's too much. All right. Not, apart from the fact that I've got to perform, okay, for others and their demands. Okay. So please don't demand from me. All right. I'll put you on the list. Stella, support is around you. Rainbow blessings, peacock. You know, the peacock is very flamboyant. The peacock is the most beautiful bird. It's also masculine, right? Because the female birds are very brown or grey. The peacock is a male bird with all the feathers, with all the beautiful, colourful feathers. I want to have a look because this peacock spirit is really like hitting something here. Let's just, I know there's a peacock spirit in here. Let it shine. That's what the peacock spirit is, to let it shine. So something about just taking that risk and just going all out there and going, I'm just going to be me and I'm going to put that energy out there and everyone's going to love me. Like literally. The miracles are endless. Don't limit yourself. Okay, don't limit yourself. The miracles are endless. Don't talk yourself out of it either. Clear the air in the reverse. Don't talk yourself out of something. Just work on your gut and what you want to do. But, you know, go for those interviews. Like, look at different areas of modeling, not just modeling itself and what that entails, but commercials and TV, like auditions. Something here about that for sure. We'll pull out one last card in a second from the Sacred Traveler. Claim your independence. Beauty, again, the cat is powerful because the cat is independent. Probably one of the most independent creatures, right? Super independent. She knows what she wants. This cat is like, don't fucking mess with me. I know what I want. I'm going to go for it. So you're stepping into 2026 like really like owning something here. Really owning it. Owning up to it. Love is around. I've got that card. One more card. And then we'll take that last Sacred Traveler card. Because I think the last one's, the one at the bottom of the deck is going to be really important. Trust in the magic. And there's that bird spirit again. We've got, yeah, and more bird spirit, you see clearly. There's something as you're moving into 2026, and I want to say 2027 as well, if you co-create with spirit and ask them to show you synchronicities, put things in front of you that you're going to be able to apply for auditions and things like that, is going to like definitely support you. Last card for the first question. Post your second question. And I'll just give everyone my news in between each reading so that you all hear it for those jumping on. Okay. One more card, please. Show me clearly, please. Show me clearly. There's something about archangels, protection around you, like, yeah. Go deep and explore your roots. Oh, it would be interesting to see if you looked into your past, whether who your grandparents, great-grandparents, great aunties, uncles, father, and paternal and maternal side. Because this, like, I know I did a past life sort of reading for you, and we did the Time Traveler's Oracle in your private reading, but there's something here about, like, there's something in your blood, in your lineage, right? Hey, Dolphin. Post your second question. User Amen, thank you for your comments, but please do not spam my channel. I'm not on here. It's not a dating channel. It's a tarot channel. Okay. And for those of you who don't know why I don't show my face, is because I'm focusing on the reading. I'm not looking at myself. I don't want to be distracted by anything when I'm reading for someone. What is coming towards you in the next couple of days and weeks? Okay. Okay, yeah. Now this deck, this oracle deck, is called the Shadows and Light deck. Okay. And it really pairs well with the new tarot that I bought, the Tarot of the Shadow Realm. So it's like a pairing. These two are in the same shop together. It's all they sold. Let's have a look and see what's coming in the next couple of days or weeks for you. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to clarify this one. You know, I just want to say, Spirit will I'm going to clarify with the Waite Smith. Let's keep this simple. Okay. Spirit will never put anything in front of you that you cannot handle. The Tower happens for a reason. This is not the Tower card, but it's similar to the Tower in the Tarot. It's an oracle energy. It's the number 22. Something needs to be stirred up, changed, broken down, Tower type of energy to be able to get you into a place of security that you want to be. All right? Not everyone is out to get you, Stella. I just want to say, okay? You got the card of turmoil. So what's coming up? Some rough waters. Between now and the full moon on the 3rd of January, okay, in Cancer. So around the 3rd, 4th of January is going to be possibly, you know, it's a full moon, it's going to be tumultuous for you. It's going to, something will come up that you're going to have to deal with. The 22nd or the 4th of the month, but I think it's like the 4th of January where you've got that, like that area of time around the full moon where the energy is still there, right? You've got something you're going to have to deal with, and we're going to look at that, okay? And it's going to force you, you're going to want to act on it, but Spirit's wanting you to force you into stillness and rest, and to make friends with your emotions while you meditate. And while you understand what you're feeling around this situation, whatever it is, with the integration card. The integration, to me, is integrating your human self and your higher self. Understanding your human self, making friends with your human self, being the caretaker of your human self, while fully acknowledging your higher, what you're here for, okay? What you're here for, what your purpose is, what lessons are associated with why you're here, right? With power comes great responsibility, right? Responsibility. You have the dog spirit. So you have a spirit animal, which is a dog. In the next few weeks, you may have dreams about dogs. Dogs may look at you or come towards you. They're trying to lead you. Dogs are very loyal. And this is a card of being loyal to yourself and honest with yourself. And I'm seeing the 7 of Swords. To bring balance in. And that master energy number, that integration, the number 11 down here, is very, as you meditate, as you take care of your body, there could be some illness as well. I'm not saying like anything's going to happen to you, but there could be a minor illness. And sometimes Spirit does that to us to slow us down. Okay, to slow us down and to make us really integrate our human, or higher with our human, to know what we need on a physical level and to know what we need to do, like moving forward. And that's what happened to me recently. I was sick for like 3 weeks, and Spirit wanted me to slow down and to meditate and to really tap in, tune in, turn on to what I was being led towards to do, to the choice, right? So there's some sort of responsibility, wow, where you may need to use your discernment, but it's about doing the right thing. Be careful how you project your energy to yourself and to others. Know your worth. This is a time of getting to know your worth. Stella, Queen Stella. What is this turmoil energy? Victoria, thank you very much, but stop posting messages in the feed. I'm just asked to be put on the list, please. With Go Arrive as well. Turmoil. Yeah, you need, yeah. So that you could have some sort of setback in regards to getting a bad cold, or just like needing to rest more. Listen to your body. It's the number 4, clarifying the number 4. It will bring you reassurance. There's something about reassurance by resting or through resting. Okay. Why is the turmoil card here? Something's going to be said or done or like acted out. I'm hearing either in your own mind or on a literal level, but I feel it's like more mental, like for yourself. There's this inner turmoil, and you need to rest your mind and do some more mindful meditation where you're just like letting Spirit be your guide, letting your higher self be. No, taking your time. My internet just lagged, so I apologize. I didn't speak. I let it reconnect and we're moving forward. Okay. What is this integration? Because I feel like High Priestess energy. Yeah, you'll get the answers you need through meditation, through rest, through taking your time. There could be someone coming in apologizing to you. There could be someone coming in offering something to you. While your mind is in turmoil, unsure of decisions you need to move forward on, do not make any decisions. And if someone's wanting a decision or a choice from you, tell them that you will take your time and you will get back to them when you can. Take your time, slow things down. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anything you're overdoing, slow it down. Right. Yeah, put yourself first, the Empress. Take responsibility for your own growth, okay? Especially at a spiritual level. And then you will get the messages that you need. My job as a tarot reader is not to tell you guys what's coming up or what you need to do about it. It's advice and focus on challenges that we constantly have on a mental, physical, emotional basis and a day-to-day level, and how to navigate those through spiritual support, okay? And it all comes back to love. It comes back to loving yourself, loving those who are deserving of it, of course, around you, taking your time, clearing your mind, trusting more in spirit. Thank you, Elaine. Elaine, post your question, your first question. I do have some donations, guys, so if you want a reading, please subscribe. Let's get a couple more cards for Stella. So it's not showing me exactly. There could be someone coming in, coming back. So let's have a look at this Page of Cups. Is someone apologizing or coming back in or giving you an immature offer? Because it is a page. Yeah, and you're guarded. And you may need to be guarded with this, especially if you're unwell or have the flu or something like that, or you just need to rest or sleep. You need to take your time. You're guarded. You're unsure about something here. It's possibly a masculine, and possibly someone either coming in or coming back from your past. Yeah, don't make the choice right now. They can wait until you're ready. It's definitely a masculine. Spirit's supporting you with that. Take your time. That solitude came out in your first reading, and this is the time you need to be in solitude. Because there's a whirl of emotions here. And emotions aren't just about love. They're fear, they're anxiety, they're joy. I'm actually going to do a whole series on emotions, and that's one of the reasons, yeah. It's not time yet. Judgment in the reverse. For the opportunity that's coming in. There's something about is healing your mind, healing your emotional past or how you feel. That there's a healing energy that needs to be dealt with. Okay. Elaine, please don't delete people unless I ask you to. Okay, just saying, because those people just may need to be timed out, and now I've lost all those viewers. Okay, that are unsubscribed now, because that unsubscribes people when you do that as well. You may not have known that though. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Right. First question, Elaine, please. Thank you, Stella. Now, if anyone wants a private reading, you can always contact me for a private reading. But until the 1st, and including the January the 1st, I will be doing half price reads. So you can do that, okay? You can email me and we can organise a private reading. That's the first thing. Today, I will be doing a giveaway. And I will be doing a giveaway every day over the Christmas period till I go back to work next Tuesday. Actually, Monday night will be my last live. Yes, I'm giving up the lives. I'm going to spend more time on putting content in my channel because the messages and downloads that I have on a constant basis, I do not have the time to do the videos. So I'm going to be spending a lot more time doing that. Okay. And it's really important to me to do that because it frustrates me when I have so many messages and I don't have the time to bring them, and the candle's going crazy and spirit's going yay and clapping, right? I will do 2 lives a month from now on. 2 lives a month, both in and around the full moon and the new moons, okay? That was my news. It's not massive news, but well, it is for me because it's a big change in my schedule and routine. I need to mix things up. I need to Hello, John. The baby, my doggy at my feet. What will the 5 years from now will be like for me? Let's not look at 5 years. I can't do 5 years alone. Let's look at the next like 6 months. Let's work on that first. I decided to be alone forever. Here we go. All right. So as soon as you saying that to me, that's not true. And that's not true. I'm hearing that's not true. That's the pity and feeling sorry for oneself energy, I'm sorry to say. Okay? And we need to get that lack of energy. We are not meant to be alone in our life. All right? All right. We are not meant to be alone in our life. And we can focus on building creative careers and beautiful families, which a lot of people do, and have relationships with others, friends, platonic and romantic. Okay? We don't have to, we can change things. We can change the energy of a relationship, right? So it's not romantic anymore. If we don't want that, we can make it platonic, or we can look just for platonic relationships. But relationships to me mean everything. Like if I didn't have certain friends, and every friend's there for a different reason, I find as well. I put in your life for a different reason, and I'm in other people's lives for different reasons. So it's really important that you cherish the time that you have with each individual person, right? So let's have a look in regards to the next 6 months and the main themes. Okay, Spirit's asking me to do similar what I did to Stella, which is like, let's look at what lessons did you learn in 2025, okay? Let's look at that first before we move anywhere near 2026, okay? We need to look at lessons. We always need to look at lessons, guys. It's so important. Because with that, how is there growth, right? Projection. What are you telling yourself, Elaine, in reverse? What are you telling yourself? The energy you project out, right? The energy you project outwards that, you know, reflects back to you. Let's break it down a little bit. If you're like putting out the energy of sadness, let's just say sadness, and this does not have to be for you, this is like an example, and I like exampling things because it works for me. Okay, you're smart people out there. So this projection, like whatever you put out there, and that feeling of sad, if you're walking around sad all day, or you get up in the morning and you're sad immediately, oh, today's going to be a shit day, and oh, I've got to go to work, and oh, I've got to go do food shopping, I've got nothing in the fridge. What sort of energy are you bringing to others? Just like that kid. Pain. Okay? Pain. And people are going to avoid you, right? Or the people will avoid that energy because they don't want to be in that energy, right? So Spirit's saying, what did you learn in 2025? Or what lessons do you still have to learn is something about projection. Okay? Hi, Jamie. Right, what lessons did you learn? Interesting. Spirit wants you to pat yourself on the back for what you have created in 2025. What you have birthed, whether it's a literal thing or within your own energy, within yourself, right? Because this is called the release. What you have released as well. People, places, situations, things, etc. Another mother card. Interesting. So we have this one here. How am I going to do this? We have this one here, and it's called reciprocity, the mother. How have you nurtured yourself? How have you not nurtured yourself? More to the point, because this is about lessons. And what lessons? Maybe you've learned to put yourself first more. This is very Empress energy, mother energy. I'm going to have to put some crystals on these. Right? So it's like, where have you put yourself in high regard? And where haven't you? Because these come out in the reverse. Where have you put yourself first and where haven't you? Where have you always been there for others? And where haven't you? So there's an extreme polarity here of looking at both sides of everything. What other lessons have you learned in 2025? Because I don't believe this is everything. Do you? Do you know? Cycles. What cycles have you repeated? Where have you self-sabotaged? This snake is eating its own tail, right? Instead of looking at the, like, I see this as a sun, looking at different roads to travel down, looking at different things to do, to move away from, instead of like sabotaging. This is very interesting reading. So you need to look at where you've failed as you see it in 2025. A lot of it's got to do with nurturing yourself. A lot of it's got to do with like not creating what you want to at a solar plexus level and just going with the flow, or going with the, you know, oh, but that's not for me, or but I can't do that. Okay. So there's something here about self-sabotaging. You self-sabotage possibly in 2025. We all do it. I do it. I still do it with certain vices and things. I don't drink, but I'm not saying whatever is like, you know, is no good for you. Whether you like it or not needs to go. All right. Hope. I mean, you just said, I'm going to be alone. I'm just going to focus on my career. There is a lot of hope here that things will change, and you need to hang on to that hope. This is now your focus. Spirit's moving into focus and advice, okay? And that peace, that next year, 2026, is going to be a year of healing and peace. And the first house stuff, right? Focusing on yourself, self-empowerment, a year of self-expression to yourself from your higher self, right? Very spiritual year for everyone. There's a lot of sevens coming out. Oh, I've got 2 cards. Let's have a look. Intuition. When the divine feminine really steps into her purpose. The light just dimmed on my phone. It's the sign. Security. What does that mean to you? Safety. There's a lot of security coming in. Keep that hope alive, whatever you're doing, whether it's career, whether it's family, whether it's social situations, whether it's love. I actually don't like the word hope, because hoping is like not praying, but hoping something's going to change is also telling the universe it might never. So I like prayer, and it's called the prayer. So prayer is powerful, and powerful for you to do, especially in 2026, to really focus on that. And the spiritual strength that you have. Find out where Leo is in your chart as well. The number 27 is my favorite number. Where did you get through this 9 year in 2025? What strength did you gain? Work on the strengths that you gained to move forward. Okay? And balance. And there's the Queen again, right? Your self-worth. Working with spirit, co-creation with spirit, the number 7. The master number here, the number 11. So 29 and 27 may be significant, but the number 11 is again working with spirit to make sure that you can use your intuition and your higher self wisely to balance what you need to out in your life and stop juggling so much that is not priority. What's your second question? Okay. There's some frustration because I'm getting frustrated. So it's like 27 is your birthday. Oh, it's my favorite number. It's my house number. Yes, it is. There's a few other reasons why it's my favorite number too, and I see number 27 everywhere, and it also adds up to 9 and number Virgo. What's your second question? I don't know who else donated. If there's someone else that donated on the channel, because I think someone else did, or more than one person did, let me know, because I didn't write it down because I was busy yakking, talking. Thank you, Amina. Please be patient. Okay, Elaine, post your second question. We're definitely going to use this deck. So this is my new deck, Tarot of the Shadow Realm. It's a beautiful deck. It was very expensive, but I was like, oh, it's Christmas, and I got a little red metallic going on. It's a very deep energy, which I feel I'm ready for. I bought a dragon deck a long time ago, 7 years ago, and was so not ready for that deck. I ended up giving it to someone else. Okay. What's Yaz up to? Show me clearly, Spirit, what's going on with Yaz. Did she move recently? What's happening with her energy? Has she got a link to the UK? Now, I'm not saying she's gone to the UK. Not at all. There is some sort of ancestral link to England with her, possibly. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, maybe you just don't know. But that's coming through, like the south of England especially. King of Cups, King of Coins. That is her energy. The Page of Cups. The Seven of Wands. So she's in the energy of empowerment. She could have Capricorn in her chart, Virgo or Taurus. I feel that she's definitely spiritually ascending in some sort of way, where she's understanding where her balance, where her security, safety lies, okay, within herself. And she's at a stage where she's not letting others or things phase her. But when you do that, other energy wants to feed on it. Okay, so she's definitely ascending in a spiritual way. And then you've got the Page of Cups wanting to come in towards her. So there's that, like, wanting to take from her energy, right? Someone, something. Because when, the more light we shine, the more shadow we cast. Team, okay? So there is someone trying to energy vampire her right now. It's not you. Spirit just wanted me to clarify it's not you. And she's standing her ground here and building some sort of resistance. Look at her. She's like the bull at a gate. Could be Taurus in her life. But this is like bull energy. This is actually very strong Sagittarius energy. And we just had the new moon, right, in Sag. So she's standing her ground on something, especially surrounding someone like wanting to infiltrate her energy. Elaine, could you please, JK, please be patient. I can't talk to you when I'm reading someone else, especially if you're new, you don't know how this works. Right. What else do we have here? What else do we have here, Spirit, for Ace of Wands? She's focused. Oh, wow. I'm not picking up any love energy, but she's really, 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 really focusing. Okay, Bende, if you're not on here for like anything substantial or positive, please leave the feed or I'll delete you. Elaine, don't do it. Don't react. I can react. Ace of Wands. So it's almost like she's like, if you can see this card, like there's a lot of destruction and she's like, don't care, don't care. I've got my wand. Yeah, this is the King of Pentacles, but this is like a scepter. This is like a standing your ground, having made a decision, not letting anything bother you or infiltrate your energy. So she's fighting against this demon or whatever this entity is, or the literal person that is trying to like, it's like the final, like, yeah, Capricorn season, right? The final, the final test, which is what I'm going through right now too. Many of you maybe. She's got a plan, she's got an idea, and she's working hard on that idea. She's not letting other people, she's setting boundaries for others, and she may be spending actually quite a lot of time on her own right now. But she's loving that. If she is, she's loving that. She doesn't need anyone around her. The hermit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. There's a lot of wisdom that she's gained. There could also be some sort of, I'm seeing Ace of Swords, like some sort of aha moment that may have upset her, because this is an upsetting card in the deck, the Ace of Swords, but it, like, it'd be interesting to see if it comes out. She had to make a choice. She made it. Other people are now trying to come into her energy, and she's like, no, I made the right decision, but it could be like very difficult on a mental level for her to have done that. Seven of Cups, because it could, yeah, Three of Wands. She definitely avoided going down, both in reverse, some sort of road here. Some sort of road that would have trapped her in an emotional loop, I'm hearing, okay, where she would have been confused emotionally. So she's possibly walked away from someone. She's avoided a tower moment here in some capacity. I love this card. I have to show you this card. So I'll explain it first. There's like a child, and he's walking into like a room, and the whole room is full of bottles of poison. And then there's like, yeah, and we're going to close the door behind you once you walk in energy. It's a really crazy card. It's like, that was in the reverse. So she's not falling for shit. She's not falling for the poison people tell her, people try and get her to do, or navigate her off her path. She's avoiding that. Three of Wands in the reverse, which is really amazing. She's ascending. She has the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and abundance, because she avoided a tower. No way, you could not make this up. The Tower in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. She's walking towards her security because she's seen some sort of light and seen some sort of new opportunity where she's not taken someone else's shit. She's not turned around and gone, okay, then I'll give you another chance, or I'll give this a second chance. Post your second question. So really empowered energy. And you know, Capricorn season is like that. I'm a Capricorn rising and North Node. I'm really looking forward to the next 3 to 4 weeks. I think there's a lot of growth to be had for a lot of people. Capricorn, the devil energy is to be tied to something or bound to something, but it doesn't have to be negative, guys, okay? And the candle is like super flickering. I want to show you my beautiful candle. I wish you could smell it. It's from Paperclip. I bought it in Bali. You can buy them online. It's the spices one, and it's like, oh my God, I wish you could smell it. It's clove and cinnamon. It's just like really strong. I never actually used to like cinnamon, and I still, it's not like my favorite. I don't put it on stuff, and I don't buy, is it chai teas and whatever, I don't buy all of that stuff, but I've got used to it. So it's something that you're getting used to, or she's getting used to. Okay. Amina, my question is about my future child or children. Oh, I'm not sure about the second part of that. What messages do they have for me? Oh, let's get deep here a little bit. Okay. You choose your children choose you. So that's where we're getting at here. That's like the crux of the question. Like and usually it's for a lesson you need to learn, right? I've had 3 children, and all of them have taught me different lessons, and I'm sure I've taught them a lot, and a lot of it's been good, and a lot of it hasn't been that great. Like what to avoid, right? What not to do. What not to do, Amina, okay? So what you're basically saying is, what sort of child is coming into the world in the future that hasn't got here yet, that you need to prepare for? Because children always come in to teach lessons, I can guarantee it, okay? So what do you need to be prepared for? All right, I hope that makes sense, okay? Yeah, I like it a lot. When I get something mentally, I go, yeah, that's what it is. It's my new laugh. Actually, I've been doing that off camera for quite some time. It's really annoying to people, which I like with my friends. Annoying them sometimes. Especially at work. Okay. All my friends are work friends. I don't have any outside work friends because I'm there with friends or I'm here alone. Okay. So what lessons are your future children coming in to teach you? I thought I was going to do tarot. I mean, I may do, but let's stick to oracle cards. This is my third incense stick. As beautiful as they are, this is a cinnamon one. They don't last long, this brand, but that's my last one. I bought these in the UK and that's it. Okay, I'm going to buy some more tomorrow. Trust. Wow. So this is a big energy. And I'm actually going to add that to my oh, I'll talk to you about that later. But I'm going to add this question to my generals in the future. Okay. So thank you. I like to get like really unusual questions, and this is unusual. They're going to teach you a lot about trust. And this card is called the Fall. Trust that you can do it. Trust in yourself more. Trusting in them. So, oh, this could be a really deep reading. Angel, please don't post questions. I'm trying to do a reading for someone. You are on the list. You're further down the list. Be patient or go and do something else, okay? For a while. They're going to teach you about balance within trusting yourself, trusting them, reciprocity, flexibility, cooperation, reciprocity, give and take. And there's another word that it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm wanting to say manipulation, okay? Trusting that, you know, you can trust yourself and they will definitely catch you. So they're a supportive family, like children, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 10. These people, these spirit beings that are coming in for you to be the vessel to bring into this life, not only are they going to, you know, obviously support that themselves, but their job here is to be able to say, trust me, I will be there for you. So, you know, a lot of lessons for children bringing in are lessons that you can make it on your own, because a lot of the time you don't actually have that family support all the time, or things happen, you don't have your children in your life that much, right? That's my story. And from decisions I make, from circumstances also that happen, and they are their own people as well. We've got to remember that, but they are definitely here. Angel, I'm deleting you. Sorry. Okay, I can't be dealing with people that are just fucking annoying, right? I'm not moving into 2026 with annoying people. Like, just disrespectful, like asking stupid things and saying stupid things. Like, grow up. This is like a serious channel, right? Right. Ooh. Now, they're going to teach you a lot about your shadow and your light in regards to closeness. Now, I had a problem, and still have a problem with this, with my children. One of them not necessarily so. Where, I mean, this is called intimacy and the lovers, but it's obviously not. It's platonic, or it's on a soul level where you're like, these, okay, so I'm getting more downloads. Your child or children coming in were possibly a very close soulmate, and this is not romantic, in a past life, okay? And they're coming in to let you face your shadow side and trust, which may mean that there may be challenges coming up in your life, right? You can get a reading with me if you want. Just saying. But these children are here to say, you can do it, Mum. We will be there for you. We will support you, right? And help you to understand your shadow and your light, because you may have had a lot of problems with that. These children are coming in, or child, to show you what you need to look at on a shadow level within yourself, that deepest, darkest facing of fears, to be the best version of yourself you can be. But then they will also always accept you for who you are. Okay? Ooh. Now, I don't know what the next lot of kids coming up. We've had starseeds and rainbow children and crystal children. I don't know what I'm going to have a look into that. But there's something about definitely the children that are being born after I think it's 2010, or it may be later than that. It may be even 2020. I think it's more like 2020. Are higher beings. They're starseeds. They're all starseeds, and they have an innate psychic ability and wisdom that we do not possess. Some of us. Okay? They are extremely spiritual children. Let's have a look at your children. Let's see how many children possibly are coming out. They're coming in to help you break cycles. And the cycle, and they're coming in to break family, like ancestral cycles as well. I'm just going to use the Rider-Waite for this, finding out how many children or what's happening in 2026 if you're going to get pregnant. You know, I don't know if you're with someone or not, and I don't suppose it really matters anymore. What is coming through here? Elaine, post your question. Yeah, they're coming in to support your emotional balance, to help you to be patient. You're going to have a lot of patience when you have children. I'm telling you. And they're not going to be angels. They're not going to be angels, okay? But they are a gift. And they will be there for you. And they're going to teach you a lot about yourself and like what you can sort of like handle and what you can't. There's possibly 2 children here for you, okay? It's not showing me pages, but it did show me 2 aces, and I'll take that as children. So they are gifts. Aces are always gifts, and children are gifts. All children are gifts. So there's something about them being gifted as well, definitely with intuition, definitely with spirituality, and all children born after 2020 definitely are super psychic and super intuitive, right? So possibly one could be an air sign, one could be an earth sign. That's possible. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly. Okay. Extremely strong-minded people. And the reason why they're coming in strong-minded is because they want to support making you strong of mind as well. And spirituality. And with your spirituality, okay? Because that's coming through too. That was your reading. Elaine, post your question. I'm going to be having a break soon. I won't go like off the feed. Hi, Star Angel, please do not post questions. I don't want to delete you, okay? No one posts questions in the feed unless I'm reading. I will put you on the list. I will get to you, Star Angel, if I have time. If you want a private reading, I'm still doing half price readings right up until and including the 1st of January. So book your reading now if you want a 2026 reading. I will not be doing lives anymore after this week. This will be my last week of lives. And in 2026, my focus will be on my content and my channel, okay? I will only do 2 lives a month. There's a caveat on that, right? Two lives a month in and around the full and new moons. Okay? And if you want a private reading, you can just contact me, okay? We don't have to wait for live readings every day, okay? Right. Thank you, Amina. Let's have a look, Elaine, at your question, then I will take a break. Hey, Jamie. What have I improved so far in personal growth and will be going to bring forward into 2026? I feel like my awakening is less intense. And yes, there is resistance, but still ready to heal. We're always healing. But you'll get to a point like I've got to where I don't want to say, but I don't know what other word to use to capture it. You'll get to a point where you don't care as much, but it's not about caring. It's placing importance on fear will lessen and lessen until you have no fear, and that is ascension. Okay, because once nothing frightens you, because you know Spirit has you, and you know there's a plan, and you know there's a divine plan, and you know that there's like a road that needs traveling on. Spirit wants you to bring you on the particular road. I'm getting ringing in my right ear. Okay, that is true ascension. When you can rely and trust upon that, okay, and not fear anything at all, even up into death, right? In and including death, right? Because it's so much bigger than we know, or what we do know. I know it's a lot bigger than it is like this thing we call life, this life earth school, right? So as you personally grow, and you already know what you need to sort of work on from 2025, and we're always up till we pass away in this 3D life, in this earthly plane, when God is ready to take us and say, right, okay, we need you for a different mission, then you will constantly be ascending, but to completely awaken, and you'll have lots of little bits of awakening. It won't be just like one big awakening. It'll be like your realization, and then 6-10 months later another realization, until you finally start moving towards that and allow the 5D energy, because it's finding space for the 5D, right? If you are spending a lot of time on, I can't say that word, Spirit. Spirit's always saying, I can say it, but I can't literally say it. Superiorless things, things that don't matter, things that don't count, things that aren't priority in your day-to-day life. You're not finding space. You're not making space. And we have to now make space. Maybe you're spending too much time, like this is like, I'm not like going to go into my personal story, but maybe you're spending too much time on a certain thing or with a certain person, and you know that or like with my lives, I'm going to start doing my lives. I only 2 a month. That's like massive cut down from 15 a month, because I need to make space. So this is about you making space to be able to step into finally ascension, where your gifts will be heightened. You'll be more psychic. Telekinesis will be in the future a common occurrence. Okay, example, right? So it's about making the space. All right, let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to bring forward. And letting go of any resistance. Yeah, wow. Oh God, your reading's going to be deep. Here we go. Let's say you have a room of people. Let me example this. I love exampling shit because it's how I can explain the thing without actually trying to figure out the card, because I know what the card says and I know what it's saying. You know when you sort of subconsciously know it, or you just know it, but it's hard to sometimes articulate. Say if you're in a room of people and everyone's had different life experiences from birth, right? And you put a question, Spirit's just saying question, doesn't matter what the question is, to the room. Do you think you're going to get the same or a different answer from everyone? No, because everyone has different likes and dislikes, everyone has different opinions, and that's what makes the world go round, right? That's what makes humans so different. And apart from twins that are, the Spirit saying twins, that are look alike, even they have their own personalities, and they don't look 100% alike. They're not exactly alike, even though they share the same DNA, right? So it's about everyone has a different perspective. Now, this is about you accepting others' perceptions of things. My perception about chocolate cake, maybe, example. Another example, maybe someone else has got a different perception of chocolate cake, right? Because they love it and they want to eat it all the time, and they just go out and look for a certain shop that's got the best chocolate cake, right? Trudy doesn't like chocolate cake because Trudy knows it's got refined sugar and whatever. So I have to sacrifice something. The sweetness, the joy of eating it, the high you get from that. And, you know, I'm not saying that I don't eat chocolate. This is an example that I know I'm partial to it, right? But it's about sacrifice. So one person's perception of one thing can be your perception, and you can manipulate that perception, because you may really like something, but you're going to say, okay, well, I perceive it like that, but I should perceive it like this because of A, B, and C. So this is about training your brain, with all that being said, and dreaming what you really want into being, okay? Because our mind is our worst enemy, and it can be our best friend, like I always say. So whatever's going on mentally in 2020 or moving into 2026 or through the year, Spirit wants you to step back and say, I think this, but do I really think it? Is my perception of that person a projection of other people's perception of that person, or is it my perception? Or do I need to get to know this person better to have my own true perception? So there's a limit to your perceptions here. Places, people, situations, whatever, okay? You're going to perceive possibly through 2026 things that come in front of you as in what everyone else feels, instead of having your own true perception. And that includes the battle with your mind and your human self, your higher self and your human self, okay? Because our human self is conditioned to put things in boxes, to have an umbrella effect over certain races, okay? And it's important that we don't do that, and that we now use our own mind, Aquarius season, Aquarius timeline, wisely to create our own perceptions of things, so that we will grow and be who we really, truly are, right? My perception of a situation that a decision that I made recently, they have a different perception on the outcome of something. And I'm like, no. I know heart, body, and soul that this is my decision. It's my perception, and you don't perceive it in the same way, but it's my perception. So someone needs to honor that as well towards you. And anyone that doesn't honor your perception of something, whether it be right or wrong to them, is by the by. So there's a very strong, standing your ground energy, okay? Perception. Sorry, we went on about that, but I needed to get out the true, feeling energy of that card. And it's called the Dreamer. Maybe you're changing your perception on certain things. And the only reason you're changing them is because your human self has been conditioned in the past, since you were a child, on a particular something, and now you're looking at it a different way. Very Hanged Man energy, very Fool energy, okay? Oh, Elaine, I like this actually for you. This is a good energy. With that perception card, I just want to say research would be very good for you, because it breaks down to a 3, which talks about sourcing information, watching podcasts of different videos in regards to perception and how to change your perception that has been ingrained since a child, right? You have perfection, perception and perfection, all the P's. Let's be interesting to see if the next card begins with P. The number 4, okay? So you're aiming for perfection, and I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. You know what? For you in this reading right now, I think this is really good, and I'll tell you why. Because you're diving deep. See how she has half her body above water and half her body below it. You're keeping grounded, right? This is also hangman energy. You're taking your time to make decisions, because if it's the wrong decision or it's not the right timing, it's not going to be perfect for you. It's not going to be enough for you. So here's you taking a deep dive and being willing to sort of like endure some sort of emotional not knowing something until you get to know someone or get to know whether you're going to like it or not. Job, career, business, person. It's taking a plunge. It's taking a risk, right? It's going in emotionally. It's taking an emotional risk possibly in 2026. And you're striving for this. You're striving for perfection. Which is beautiful because it shows me that you have self-worth here in this, right? To get that security, to get the safety that you need. I know it's not the 4-year. I know it's the first house of self next year. And I am so excited for it because I've got so many goals. I want you guys, whoever's online right now, to make those personal goals because you're going to be so supported in the year of 1. It's the magician energy. Dudes, dudesses, this is the magician energy where you're going to be able to create exactly what you want. Anything, right? Anything you want. And if strive for perfection, why the fuck not? Strive for it, okay? Nothing less will do. And it's Aquarian timeline, so if we make the wrong move or the wrong choice or whatever, we can scrap it and start again. We don't have to, we're not in Capricorn timeline anymore. We don't have to be a slave to, and the Capricorn, the devil energy is the slave to the norm, the slave to conformity, and the slave to how we have been conditioned. Okay? So this is really beautiful. Freedom, I won't let you down. I will not give you up. Dun, 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 dun. It's the one good thing that I've got. I won't let you down. You're not going to let yourself down this year. The bottom of the deck. You're going to take responsibility for your own blessings. Well fucking done. Everyone expects, when's my blessings? Where's my blessings? You know, when they're coming in, who's going to, you know, is God going to bring me blessings? Bring yourself blessings. Be responsible for your, and loyal to your ideas, your creation, your perfections, right? Release any vulnerability. Be vulnerable. Trust. That was your reading. Whoop whoop. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I loved your reading, Elaine. That was amazing. The energy that came through then. Who else has donated? Let me know if no one else has donated. We do have Yasa, Mixtopia, Sunshine. Angel has gone because I deleted them. Okay, Clarity. Who's on the list? Noxie, post a question. Let's do it. Really excited for 2026. It's been a transformative, beautiful, fun, happy, self-empowering year for me. Clarity, just hold on. Dolphin, you are on the list. Hey, John. John, baby John's here. John, cool. Come and say hello to everyone. Hello. Can you see him? Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, you can sit down now. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Right. I lost 12 kilos this year and put back on 4 when I went to the UK in September, but that's okay. Next year's a new year. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do breathing. I'm going to do Tai Chi. I'm going to do ABC, XYZ, from A to Z in that order, or maybe not. Up to me. It's Aquarius timeline. Right. Let's have a look. It's been like that recently for me, very empowering. It has. And when 3i Atlas passed through on the 19th of December, right before that new moon in Sagittarius, right? The energy shifted. So I don't know if you guys are awakening, ascending, all of the above, you felt that, right? Tell me if you felt that. I sure as hell felt it, because I was sick. There was an evil entity. Ooh, I'm getting the hankering for grabbing. I always grab these cards for you, Noxie. That entity, that attachment, and I think I've talked to you about this before, right? And it's coming through now. So I'm going to just burn some Palo Santo. Not that it's coming into my space, but I'm just going to do so anyway. It's really important that you recognize your wins and your gains and your losses. Remember, what is like not meant for you was never meant for you, or never will be. What you still need to work on, write those down. Journal. I just bought a journal book yesterday. It's just a hard-lined book. I'm just going to write when I feel the need to write, not like religiously do it. I'm not going to put it into my main schedule. Writing, learning, teaching, understanding. This is all coming in for you, Noxie, but with that comes things trying to stop you, okay? Energies trying to stop you, literal people. Entities disguised as people, situations I can't even talk because, yes, and you know I like to talk, guys. Right. Yeah. All right, I've just put that over there. Now I want to put it back there. There's something about indecision here with you. What's your question? Make a decision. Make a decision with your question. I'm going to pull some cards here for you while you're making that. Yeah. There's a life choice you're going to be making in 2026. A life choice. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your home, make a sacred space, a sacred temple. Make sure that you are giving time and space for prayer in your daily schedule, and for gratitude, I want to say, okay? 2026 is going to be very empowered for you. If Noxie, I don't know if you put your question, a general for January. Yep, brilliant, okay. You're moving into, a new adventure. Can you hear the rain? Rain rejuvenates, purifies, and refreshes. We just talked about purification of your home, yourself, your surroundings. You are stepping into a new timeline. You did feel the energy of the shift when 3i Atlas passed through, when the solar flares have been happening, when the Earth's magnetic field has been responding to that, and also the new moon in Sagittarius. Huge shift. I was sick for 3 weeks. As soon as the new moon hit, as soon as 3i Atlas passed, it gave us a bunch of downloads, guys. It gave us a bunch of light codes from a different universe, from a different solar system, from a different time and a different place. It's energy, and energy is everything. Passed through here and gave us a complete upgrade for those who are aware and for those who are not aware. And those of us who are aware is more exciting, right? Because we felt it and we knew what it was. So if you felt that, you knew what it was. So you are embracing this new adventure. Trust in your journey. Trust it. Trust yourself. Trust what Spirit is trying to bring forward. Put yourself on a pedestal. This isn't just about January. This is about your energy now moving forward. It is not just about January. It's about a new timeline. You've timeline jumped. You've timeline jumped just like I have. Okay. And I hope that you have an amazing year next year too. And my content creation will reach those it needs to. Okay. Just excuse me. I've got the cleaners outside. They're cleaning the road, and I just wanted to say, just wait. They're cleaning. I said 10 minutes, I'll bring you down some money. A tip. Anyway. Right. Drifting. This is a challenge. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're drifting on an ocean, and it could be emotional, right? and you're not sure which way to go, that's where the trust lies. Trust that Spirit is pulling you in the right direction. Prayer is powerful. Leaning upon Spirit, leaning upon your higher self, trusting yourself that when you're drifting, it's all for a reason. It's going to drift you to where you want to go or where you need to be. I'm smiling at the movie. What is it, Castaway with Tom Cruise? No, not Tom Cruise. What am I talking about? Who's the dude in Castaway? Tom Hanks. That's right. And he ended up on an island. The lessons he learned, the soul depth of pain that he had to feel, and fear and everything. It's almost like the story of that, where you may find yourself alone in 2026, and it's good, and it's empowering, and it's exciting, because you're letting go of some sort of fear, right? And the letting go of the fear is everything. And doesn't matter what happens. It's supposed to happen. It's exciting. Hold on a sec. Okay, so hi Yeshua. Okay, powerful. Woohoo! This is powerful. Woo! I thought it was going to get deep, because there's a lot of cards in this deck, all right, that are about the anguish and pain and energy vampires and entities, and like needing to cleanse your energy. And yes, you do. You are sick too. Yeah, Clive is sick too. There's something here about you're a healer. You're here to heal the world. You are a powerful healer. You need to start recognizing your gifts and stop being frightened of them. You are a powerful healer. Okay? Let's look at the other half of this deck. I hope it's not shadow and light energy. Let's have a look. Okay. Just something carefree. Easter's going to be significant to you. Easter, April, March, April, whenever Easter is in 2026. Give yourself room. What have I been saying? Give yourself room to breathe. And giving yourself room to breathe needs, when you're around people, you have to talk. You're using your breath to talk, right? You're giving yourself room to breathe. Me, myself, Trudy, I'm giving myself room to breathe in 2026. I'm stopping my lives, right? Because I'm giving myself room to breathe and be alone with myself, to be able to bring downloads and messages to the collective. And this takes work, energy, and time. So I'm not saying it's all going to be like, oh, I'm a powerful healer and, whatever. Someone sneezed twice, that's the message. You need to still purge some shit, okay? Room to breathe means to give yourself space alone to pray, to meditate, to allow the energy to change naturally, transcend, transmute, change. Anything that you have that's very difficult will transmute and change into what it is meant to be, right? You're moving into new territory here, right? You're going to find your soul tribe. Welcome to Soul Tribe Tarot. For those who are not here. And you are moving into a year of partnerships. You are going to start getting to know new people. You are meeting the right people. As soon as you release the people that you can't, or put limitations on them and boundaries up, you will start to receive the messages and the people that is required in your life, right? Sorry if my nail's a bit dirty underneath. It's not dirty, I've just washed them, I've got to have them done today. Partnership, you are moving in. Your life is improving drastically. Oh my God. Spirit is delivering this message. But remember to have time and patience for this to integrate, right? For it to integrate, you need to make room for it. Okay? Make room for this new energy. You can't bring everyone with you. You cannot bring everything and everyone with you. You are here as a powerful healer, Noxie. I'm getting ringing in my left ear, right? And part of your purpose and part of your mission may need to be done alone. And that's where your abundance of this life on this earth lies. And you have to make sacrifices because of that. And you have to not just embrace it, but acknowledge that's what you're here to do. You're here to serve. Okay? You're here to serve. Right? You can if you like. I will be doing a free giveaway today, guys. I'm just going to have a quick break. I need to go downstairs and pay someone. We'll give someone money. So I won't be long. 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much for waiting. Please post your question, Noxie. If you did donate, post your question. I will be leaving the feed. I've been on for over 2 hours. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, I was going to do a giveaway and now I'm not. I'm not feeling it because there's not enough people on here. I'm aware it's Christmas Eve. Very Merry Christmas to you all. Whew, just walked upstairs. So, yes. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just do a simple Waite Smith reading for you. Okay. Let's look at your career in general. Oh, the Hierophant. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the Hierophant, commitment, new contract, changes within your job, being very disciplined, Sagittarian energy, others looking up to you or you looking up to authority, some sort of new opportunity. And it is exciting. And as I was coming upstairs, wow, Atlas really gave me loads of energy for downloads. I was going to say, I don't know, this could be, there's only a couple of people online, but you could feel like you don't need to sleep as much now. I'm feeling that, which is great. I could use more hours in the day. Right, wanted to say the 5 of, but it's the 5. So change within career, the Hierophant, it came out in the upright. Page of Swords. Get curious, okay? Spirit wants you to stay in that energy of being curious about what new thing you're going to be learning, ask questions, like be curious, research, find a mentor in your new job that's going to teach you a lot, that you're going to work, and this is really beautiful energy, okay? And there's a team, you see the birds above his head, this is a whole spirit team, your ancestors really, yay, cheering you on here. Okay, take your time, especially with learning and with saving. Money's going to be important for you in 2026. Having a new budget, having a new schedule, saving, making tangibility your priority. Yes, we are on Earth to experience Earth, okay, and you know that what comes with that, as far as we've known it in human existence, in our existence, is money. It is like you do something and you get rewarded for it, right? You work and you get money, and you can use that money to buy gifts and to tend and look after your needs, okay, and your children, your family, whatever's your story. Okay, so it's really important that you are, you know, money is important. I hate these readers that come on and say, you know, you don't need money. And I know there's one particular person, I don't even watch her anymore because it's like, it is important. If it wasn't important, why are we here on this earth to experience everything? And we are in this timeline, and a lot of things cost. And currently it's in paper or coins, right? So currently digital currencies. I'm not going to go into that, okay? Want money, want it, but don't be desperate for it. It's important to change your mindset here about finances too, okay? Yeah, you will be learning something new. You will be learning something new that will stand in good stead, because you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles as well on the table. So you're moving towards the Queen and then the King, okay? It'll be interesting to see if they come out. But what you're doing is you're learning and you're expanding yourself in this human experience, okay? What you need to learn right now in this time. 2026 is going to be a big year for money and for learning. What did I say? Teaching, learning, whatever. I said that in your other reading, okay? In your previous reading today. Yay for the King of Pentacles. Yay! Let's all clap for the King of Pentacles. You will get there. Be crazy if the Queen comes out too. You're going to get there quicker than you thought you were going to get there, but it does require discipline. This is Taurus. You've got a lot of Taurus energy here in your reading. Okay, I'd love the Queen to come out. Please, Spirit, bring it out for us. Give us a 4 things here. 10 of Cups. You are going to be so happy. Next year is the 10 or the 1, however you see it, or both numbers, right? Finishing and endings, new beginnings. With endings come new beginnings. Spirit will always put something in your way, in your place, if you have the courage and be brave to release what you need to and to sacrifice. But, hi Queen, I'm just finishing. I'm finishing my life. But the 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness, however you see it within your career. As long as you're willing to put the effort into learning, to discipline yourself, okay, and to find someone. I'm looking like finding someone to mentor you, okay. Ask your question now, Queen. You will be the last person today. You can create anything, Noxie. Find time for rest, but find a lot of time, apart from your tangible job, right, where you earn your finances, for spirituality, because that push from spirit that is behind you, pushing you forward, will ultimately create your 10 of Cups, right? Right. Okay. Queen, post your question. Let's have a look. General for you. Let's see what's here for you, my lovely. You're so lucky because I'm just about to go off. I'm just about to go off. Let's look at some deep stuff for you, okay? This is from the Shadows of Light Ripple, and I bought a new deck yesterday called the Tarot of the Shadow Realm. It's all Christmassy. It was very expensive, but I'm like, when Trudy wants something or has a ting, I will go buy it, okay? Let's have a look. General for you, what you need to release. I'm going to say, not release, I don't like that word, although I do use it when I can't think of another one. What lessons have you learned in 2025, Queen, that you can bring with you and continue learning, or you can let go of and say, I've learned that and I'm not bringing it forward. We are in Capricorn season now. I love Capricorn season. I'm a Capricorn rising North Node as well, and I love it because it completely cements you and changes you, Queen, to something that you really can control and release if you want to and come back in. This can be relationships, this can be whatever it is, okay? But it's a very Sagittarian energy that tells us to bind ourselves to something that is supportive and that we want to continue forward with, all right? Let's have a look. What have you learned in 2025? Oh, I love it. I like 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 it a lot. Oh, I love this. I love this. You've learned a lot about relationships, Queen, in 2025. You've met a lot of potential suitors. You're still meeting them, but you've learned a lot about intimacy, not on a sexual level, although you may have, who knows. We'll talk about that card in a minute. It's pretty deep, right? One more card. Because these need to be talked about in depth. Wow. I like the third card very much. Okay. Two of them are, actually, all of them are very positive. And the reason they're all very positive is because intimacy came out in the reverse and the other two cards came out in the upright. I'll explain this now, right? The intimacy is like where not to put and where to put your energy. And you have learned in 2025, which is very positive, how to release people that are only after you for one thing and one thing alone. And Spirit has really helped support you to see this, even though you didn't want to always accept it. All right, and you resisted it, but you have learned, and it's a relief. And I'm seeing the 10 of Wands with this card, like it's a weight off your shoulders, where to put your time and energy into a person. This is definitely about love relationships, okay? And you've tapped in, as in tapping in here, to his shadow side of what it is your ego wants. And I found that a lot with you in 2025, okay? That your ego wanted what it wanted. You wanted that person and that was it. without thinking of whether that person was right for you, calling you out here, whether that person was right for you or not, whether that person was like going to fit to your world, to your life. And sometimes our ego wants what it wants without rhyme or reason. And you're releasing that now. Ooh, this is good, right? So you learn a lot about intimacy. You learn a lot about connections, and that the energy of a beautiful connection was more important necessarily than superficiality, like what people look like, or any other things that come with the ego. 22222, as I just said that. Thank you, Spirit. So synchronicities. And you understood when people come into your life, it was for particular reasons, right? For a, what's the word? For a time, for a season, for a reason, or for a lifetime. And even though you may not have met necessarily the person that's for a lifetime, you're able to bring into 2026 the knowing and acknowledgement of the energy that's created between two people, and how important that is above everything else. And that links in with your shadow side and your ego, right? And you've tapped into that, right? Really nice. And then you have trust in the upright. You've learned to trust yourself more. Spirit just said to me, have wings, will fly. Okay? You've learned how to grow your wings and to use them in certain situations, because before they were clipped. I'm seeing like clipped wings, like in the maybe 2023 significant. 2023 is on the screen, 2023, 24 possibly, but 2025 you've grown your wings back. Have wings, will fly. Now this can mean like within relationships, but I think it's more like you've realized what you are capable of with spirit support, with support of soul tribe, with support of friends, with support of the energy of your higher self. This is your higher self. Wow, thank you, Spirit. This is your higher self grabbing your human self and pulling yourself back up in times of trouble, in times of need. You've done this, and a lot of it, you've done it alone all your life, right? I feel that you're tearing, or that you're getting emotional, or this is hitting home here. There's a lot that you've done for yourself. And a lot of it was emotional, but you've trusted. And with the trust brings more security within your human body. So your spirit self has supported your human body. Your higher self has supported your human in many ways in 2025. And have wings, will fly. Through 2026 is going to be a year of possible travel. It can be literal, but flight is about soaring high, right? Seeing things from a different perspective. It's also like to do with the bird and the bird spirit, which is about spirit support as well. Or you being able to see things from a higher perspective, from your higher self. What's good and what's bad for your human self, right? And you've learned about presence. You've learned more about how to integrate your energy to live in the present moment, how to control and manipulate time, I want to say, how to work with time better than you possibly have before, right? Which is about schedule and structure, but it's really about seizing moments. So this could be like, even in 2025, you've learned to jump on things, even though you don't know, and even, you know, what it was going to bring you. And even though like it may not have worked out, you still took the risk. I'd love to see the 10 of Wands with the intimacy, because that would show me that you've dropped so many burdens within how you view relationships, and not just relationships that are romantic, like literal, or the relationship with yourself, the relationship with a lot of the things we think are illusions without being really honest with ourselves. It's not the 10 of Wands, but it is the devil. I don't really have to say too much on this. You're a smart girl, okay? The number 15 breaks down to a 6, bringing balance. What did I just say right at the beginning of your reading about the devil and using this Capricorn energy all the way through 2026, right? I don't know where the Capricorn is in your chart, but bonding yourself and tying yourself to what you want, okay? You want what you want. We are here to live a human experience, right? The devil is not a bad card. He's tapped into your shadow. And this can mean two different things. That you still know what you want in regards to your ego, and that's fine, because we're here to live a human experience, right? But it's how to control it. How to control the devil energy. How to not let it overtake your life. How to use it to your advantage. So 2026 is about using things that you are really magnetized and attracted to your advantage. And you'll be doing this till 2027. I'm hearing, okay. I love this card. The 3 of Coins. Participation. You're going to have a lot of people around you in 2026 that are on the same page as you, if you're open to it, okay? If you're opening to searching for those people, if you're open to letting them people in. It's going to be a lot about friendships, lessons, yes, with them as well, but being open to take the risk, to trust that you will be able to release, because you have the power of the devil to release or to keep, to bind or unbind yourself from situations, places, peoples, and things, right? Peoples. You're going to have a lot of people in your life. You've got the Queen of Coins, Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn. One more card, and that is your reading. And that is the live for today. I will be on live tomorrow, same time on Christmas Day at 7 p.m, 7 p.m. So look out for that. Notify. No, I won't be able to. You won't be able to put a notification on, but keep checking on your phone or your device, whatever, to see if when I'm on. It'll be between 6 and 7. It can be a lot earlier than that too. Actually, it might be about 6. The 4 of Cups. You can. Okay. Hold on a second. These are really interesting. There's a lot of secretism here. Is that a word? Being secret here in 2026. You're not just going to take anyone's emotional, I'm hearing gallantry, so someone could be like doing something for you and thinking that that will pull you in. You're very aware of the devil energy. I like this. I like it because you're aware of the devil energy and you're using it to your advantage in 2026, okay? You've learned to enjoy the present moment, but in those present moments when people and things come in that you know are not emotionally good for you, you're also able to unbind yourself from it as well, okay? So it's like you keep what you want. It's like a, no, it's very Capricorn. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I'll have you. Yes, I'll have that. No, I don't want that. I don't want you. No, go away. It's that type of energy, and that is coming into your aura. Aura is very important. Your auras. Get an aura reading. Not for me, I don't do them, but like an aura reading would be very interesting. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. The sun is here, and the dragon. Power. Dominance. Happiness, yes. Joy. You're not stopping at anything anymore. You're not afraid, because I was talking about this before you weren't on, but awakenings come in spurts and lots of little tiny awakenings. Ascension is when it all comes together, and that is happening. Exactly what's happening for me is happening for you. It's almost like literally you are mirroring me right now, because this is basically, if I had to do that reading for myself or someone did that reading for me, it's exactly my life. It's exactly my story. and everyone meets for a reason. So there's something here about you and I working together in the future, definitely through the channel. You weren't here before, but I don't know if you know, because it was on the post, but I won't be doing lives in 2026. I'll only be doing 2 a month, a full and new moon live, and pretty much that's it. Okay, I need to focus on content on my channel, but that doesn't mean you cannot not be involved in it. It just means I need to do this for me and for the collective, because I have so many downloads, so many messages, and I don't have the time to bring them in. So this will be the last week of lives on a day-to-day live until further notice. Okay, 2026 will be about content and what I need to bring to the collective. So that's that story. Okay. You're slowly working on your mindset. This came out like this. You know you can, it's like a knowing or acknowledgement that you can. Oh, a big gust of wind just came through. That you can change your mindset or untrack yourself from a certain way of thinking or speaking or whatever it is, or reacting. You know you can do it. And you know you want to change in regards to how you think or how you speak to others in certain situations. And you're well on your way to this being in the reverse. Okay. So keep it up. Keep working on your mental and your speech and your thoughts. Okay. And cover up my stomach. Okay. 7 of Cups in the reverse. The illusion is slowly falling down. Things are slowly being revealed to you at a very, yes, an emotional level, a literal level, tangible level. It's exciting because the illusions are being lifted and the sacrifices may need to now be made to get what you want. And you will get what you want, Queen, because you got the Devil. You will pick and choose from now on. No will mean no. Whether people like it or not. Because you have the Sun and you have that power of the dragon, okay? 8 of Cups in the reverse. You've already almost found, that's telling me, your 9 of Cups. Right? Not 10, 9. The 9 is about self. The 9 is about self-satisfaction. Doing only what is going to self-satisfy you on an emotional level. Very linked into the mind on an ego level. But that's okay. And I don't like, you know, your shadow side and your ego side. We are here for a reason. We are here to experience the ego. And wanting what we want on a tangible level. And that's going to be important to you as well. King of Coins wants to come out. It's come out 3 times. Look at all the destruction behind him. He's just like turning his back. Oh, this one wants to come out maybe. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. You've got some masculines coming in towards you, or at least one. Could be an air sign. Could be an earth sign. Could be more than one. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? Temperance, Sagittarius. You're really taking your time with relationships in 2026. You're not just like... You've ascended to a level of an understanding yourself that you didn't a year ago. Okay, and it may have happened really quickly, because as I was talking about before, I was really sick, and I think Noxie said she was really sick for like 2-3 week period, and then bang, 3i Atlas passed by. There was a new moon in Sag, and the energy just switched up. It just flipped, right? It just completely changed, because it sent a lot of light codes to us on the planet. Okay. Light codes that we can now work with. For those of us who are like awakening or ascending or ascended, you have the King of Oh, why didn't I? Hold on a second. I didn't even pull another card. One more card. Yeah, you're turning your back on destruction. People's bullshit. Okay, you can't cope with it anymore. Don't want to. Shouldn't have to. Should never have had to. But it was all part of the lesson. Last card is the King of Swords. Yeah, he really wants to come out, doesn't he? And that's where I'm going to leave it. To be continued. Tomorrow, you may want to ask about who this is, okay? But it's definitely a masculine coming in. All right, there's definitely a masculine coming into your life. I feel it's a new person. Or you've already met them, all right? But I do feel it's someone new, someone who is... they will let you know that they want you, that's for sure, okay? They will let you know. But there could be a storyline with this, which I do not have time to go into right now. Maybe I'll just pull a couple because I'm nosy. Who is the King of Swords and what will they bring to Queen? Oh, so this is a warning. Yeah, this is a warning. There is a controlling masculine that is not meant for you. They are not for you. They're not moving into the timeline. And as I was saying before, I had a feeling it was a warning just by the look of the card, the feel of the card. The Three of Swords and the Four of Swords have come out with it. These are not nice cards. These are despair. These are someone manipulation of mind, speech. If you let it, if you let it, if you let it. Okay. So here's this King of Swords. Could be another couple of people around this King of Swords too, because if you look at the card, there's like people's faces in the background. But this is a warning, okay? Spirit's going to test you almost like one last time. I can't see a timeline here, but in the next possible 4 months, 4's on the screen as well. 3 to 4 months. I don't think it's weeks. I think it's more like longer than that. Where there's going to be like, oh, the candle's going crazy. Like a return, like a Saturn return or something. I don't know if there is a Saturn return. I'm not an astrologist and I never claim to be, okay? I don't know, a Queen. I'm not like psychic like that where I can go, oh yeah, it's Ethan or not. All right. Someone's possibly going to come try back in, or someone's going to come into your life that's new that is going to cause you, if you allow it, a lot of headaches, a lot of like emotional pain. You need to know what you've learned in 2025, right? So look back at that. Trust, presence, the most important card. Knowing who's supposed to connect with you and who's not, okay? Oh God, I love the people that are held for review. We're going to hide that person. And actually, I'm going to delete that person. Oh my God. Right. I hope that reached you well and understanding. Good. I'll see you tomorrow. I will be on, it's Christmas Day tomorrow. If you celebrate Christmas, have a great night tonight. Go to bed, do whatever you want to do. Open your presents tomorrow morning. I didn't have any. I don't celebrate Christmas though, and everybody knows it. Thank you, Jamie, for being here. Thank you, Queen. I will be on tomorrow approximately, I don't know, 6 a.m, maybe a little bit like earlier, who knows. Some of those messages, for those who didn't get a reading, could have been for you though, so take from them what you will. And yeah, excited for the new year. Super exciting. Bye-bye.